Sunset. Although it's only like half of it, it still looks pretty good. That looks pretty level. All right. All right, so here's what I'm thinking. We'll watch that sunset together. I should have started it sooner, but I got a lot of distractions. Sorry I haven't been making videos lately. A lot of reasons for that. A lot of it procrastination, resistance. Anyway, so after the sunset, take you inside. We're gonna do a cooking. We're gonna cook some ahi belly tacos, and do some talking story. I'm gonna do my podcast. So it's a 3-for-1. Tree for the price of one. We get one sunset, one cooking show, and some talking story on the side. All right, I'm gonna shut up now. Let you enjoy this. I do hope you do, and I hope I can get better at all these skills so that I can produce better content for you soon. Kind of cool that effect on the glass. I might go down there and swim. See the swimming pool down there? I might just go down there and swim. Pretty nice though. Hi 3 people. Aloha. Thanks for watching All Good Things at All Good Time. I would call this a good thing at a good time right here. That's what this is. What are good things at good times? Well, that's this right here. All right, love you guys. I want to go try to be productive doing other things. Oh, shoots. Let's see here. Screw this in. This tugs out this and then That's weird. Whoa. That's weird. I'm just playing with all the little settings here. Kind of funny. Let's see this. No filter. Oh, the brightener. Yeah, let's go with that one. Keep it a little brighter, a little longer. All right. We're plugged in. All right, now I'm gonna go I'll be back. I'll be back soon. Oh. That's beautiful. Get the rain over there and the rain right there. So cool. Holy smokes, look at how dark it is. Sure is pretty, tell you what. I'm about to go live from, I'm about to take my camera from outside for Sunday set. And then do a talking story video. And then go in the kitchen and cook some hot deli. So, but, how you doing? How's your day going? What kind of a book? Say no more. I was just curious, like what kind of genre, angle, and that says it all. So that's exciting. That's expansive for your brain. You know? Killer. Oh my god, that's so creative. So cool. What a great way to channel all sorts of thoughts, images, you know what I mean? And real life things that you can take things every semester is a set of goals. You sign up for it. It's stressful. It's so good when it's over. Like I said, I have nightmares to this day. Classes I took years ago gave me the same feeling 2 weeks ago. Last one, oh shit, I'm already too far behind. I got a cold sweat. I'm not smart enough. I don't know as much as I can do. And it's only 2 weeks in. That's gonna happen maybe sometimes, but that's okay. That's no problem. Maybe a little reset, maybe a little tutor for the next time. That's just manage college type of school. Me as your coach, you'll smart things in the college career. You won't screw it up any more than you already did when you did. Right now you're on track to get some good grades. So that's exciting. And you get some shit accomplished. That's exciting too. Because as we know, we talk about it every college. You never have to take that class again. It sucks. Once you overcome this freaking mountain top, pretty soon you have to read stuff. I mean, you already have it. Yeah. It's a strong school enough. Writing paragraphs as you're realizing you're good. It's not as hard as you're making it. Actually, it's a little bit easier. Yeah, and it's perfect that you just kept asking, trying to get a good exact answer. Yeah, and you've got all these other tools at your disposal, and you really need to use them. Okay, don't be shy. Just go to the answer. It's on YouTube. Get it. It's AI generated. Read it, and then go and rethink the whole thing, and write it all of it in your own words. But know what they're looking for, or know what a set of answers might be based on AI's generated data, and then listen to a woman like that talk. Can't hurt you. Right? Doctors of English literature talking about the story that lady, Dr. Whitney Austin. Like, you gotta go to her channel. Become a subscriber. She's just cool. Like, I gotta get on that channel. Okay, yeah, it's dark outside, so the sunset's pretty much over with. God, look at that. Whew. Oh, hey, what's up? Let's see here, let's see. There we go. I gotta figure out, like, yeah, that looks like it covered my head if I sat there, right? That's the idea. Okay, and I could always, like, there we go, and then, oh, there we go. Let's see here. Yeah, gee whiz, heck, son of a gun. All right, let's see. Is this plugged in? Or does that need to get plugged in? Okie dokie, artichoke. Oh, that's right. Gotta get that thing over here. Okay, we're getting there. Okay, almost. Just gotta plug this in over there. Okie doke. Okay. Which means we can get this thing and put this thing to this thing. Oh yes, here we go. We got this thing into this thing. And then what we can do is, oh, extra light. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. How do I do that? Alright, let's just prop this up a little bit. I can do it. Actually, I just watch this here. There we go. Okay. And then, alright. Oh, let's go this one more time. Even out the black oak. Alright. I think we can see each other. That's the goal. Okay, so much going on. Someone told me just now that they heard that we can file for unemployment again. So that's a little Maui fire update. I wonder if that's true. I'll be searching that out tomorrow, or the next day. Tomorrow's Sunday. And of course, I'm very curious if I'm going to get some of the settlement. I mean, I'm supposed to, I guess, signed up, and if so, how much, and when. But if it comes in, you know, and it's just more than a few bucks, I'm going to try to open a place for comedy and merchandise, and no food or alcohol or anything like that, just a place for shows and merchandise and cash only, super, because I'm a rebel, and that would be exciting. I was just talking to a friend about that. So yeah, what a beautiful sunset, huh, with that rain out there and stuff. Anyway, there's so much going on there. There's like more news in one day than there should be in a whole year. And then the next day, the same thing. Like, oh my God. Whether it's Ted Cruz about to lose, or all the snowflakes that are like, no, we really won the debate. Or, freaking, oh my God. Or Sarah Huckabee Sanders not even being able to say the word Kamala. She's that stupid. The shooter that didn't shoot, but he had a gun. He's from Oahu. That's crazy, right? So like, just imagine that. You know, you got, and it's a recurring theme, and it's gonna be, you know, how I identify as a superhero, because I'm gonna talk people out of doing crime. One of these days, people listen to me. Like this guy. If you own a home in Hawaii, in Maui, or sorry, Oahu in this case, right? He owns a home in Oahu. He has a business. He's old like me. He probably got a real nice couch, very comfortable bed, and he's just gonna throw that all away, right? Like he's got the life like so many people in the world just wish they had. Just gonna throw it all away. Like, well, what are you doing, dude? And then there's Puff Daddy. Oh God, that's scary shit. We'll get back to that one. Then there's Is Joe Rogan Funny? I been seeing all these videos about Is Joe Rogan Funny? And got my own thoughts on that, so we'll be talking about that. And then there's the Tyreek Hill incident, although I'm a little late to even talk about that. It's just, then there's all that Russian money going to Tim Pool, Benny Johnson, and those guys. And boy, does that make you wonder about all the money that's probably just bribing so many people in so many corners of so many things. All the people who are speaking the words of the Russians. Oh my God, how many bribe takers are there out there? You know, you gotta wonder, right? Two people just drowned here snorkeling. One of them was pregnant, and her husband, and they left a child behind. And that's really messed up, and I got a lot of thoughts about that. Then there's, can I just say, how about all the references to eating cats? They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. I'm a Republican. Anyway, holy shit. So, truth is, if you live somewhere where some of the cultures back in their homeland don't see it as totally unusual, or in some parts of their countries it's acceptable to eat things like black dog. Just saying that is funny. It leads to a lot of jokes. So while Trump is trying to make everybody upset about it, I just want you to know here in Hawaii we make jokes about eating black dog all the time. Anybody that owns a black dog has heard a lot of jokes about not letting their dog loose, which is just joking around, but it's part of life here, and it's fun. Anyway, I love all the different cultures. And then the duck pond I go to, right, there's a bunch of that. There were 7 mallards, and then there was 13 mallards. And then somebody dropped off 40 muscovies in this one pond. And rumor has it that maybe someone's had a few of them for dinner. Anyway, I'm just saying, right here in town, we make jokes about eating black dog, and the duck pond probably has had some people eating ducks from the duck pond, maybe. But, and it is what it is. Anyway, yeah. So it's just kind of funny, because what everyone's in an uproar about, it's just part of my life. Yeah, anyway. And then there's dipshit, douchebag jackass trader, DJT, the train wreck. He says, I hate Taylor Swift. Are you crazy? Oh my God. So just think about that. Oh, and we'll have to get back to that. There's a lot to talk about there. Funny thing is, if I go into the kitchen, and we're going to go in the kitchen, we might just do that, and I'll keep trying to talk. The funny thing is, you ever seen those scenes where some guy gets flustered because or a woman gets flustered because they see somebody that they find highly attractive? They just can't think. Well, that's what food does to me. So if we go in the kitchen, once I start cooking, I'm going to get mesmerized by the food. And that's all good too. Anyway, so like I was thinking, I'll just go in the kitchen, start cooking, and talk. But I've learned, yeah. So I wonder if it's still okay on the other side. How's it going over here? Yep, still going on. Okay. Oh, see that? The Bud Shack. The Bayside Bud Shack. That's a great name for a business there in Maine. It was cool driving there and back. Have you seen these commercials for 39-year-old men for Botox? Oh my God. And then how about J.D. Vance, of course, and his... I mean, just imagine J.D. Vance. This is what I like. This is so funny. Just work with me on this. Just imagine J.D. Vance in the mornings, you know, putting on his eyeliner to go out there to try to tell men how to be real men. Or does his wife put that on him? I mean, like, whose idea is that? Why is that ever a good idea? It looks so weird. Anyway, my favorite thing on my last trip with my friend's neighbor across the street had that sign. You might have seen it. It said, I took a picture of it. It said, J.D. Vance hates cats. Anyway, gee whiz heck, son of a gun, my goodness. Oh, I got some information for you. Here's a trivia fact. No one's gonna tell you unless they're from Maine. But I'm not from Maine, but I talked to a guy from Maine when I was there. Turns out, because it was all sponsored by me talking about this favorite place of mine, which if you go back 700 videos, you might see Togue Pond. Okay? Togue Pond. T-O-G-U-E. Do believe. Right outside the gates of Baxter State Park, which is right where the end of the Appalachian Trail is. Right? The lodge for the Appalachian Trail finishing is right there. Like just behind and down the street. Togue Pond. Here's an interesting thing. In the state of Maine, they call a trout a toad. But according to the guy from Maine, in any other state, they would not understand what the fuck you're talking about. But if you're in Maine and you say, hey man, I caught a toad, they know what you're talking about. Alright? So there's some obscure trivia for you. Did you know, in Maine, they call a trout a toad? Anyway, now you know. So I'm here for, you know, really important stuff. Oh, I think the reason they are postponing the case for sentencing Trump for one of his many cases of many felonies. Judge Marchand, I think he postponed that till after the election. Here's why. He gonna put Trump in jail. And he's just waiting for after the election so that he can do it with relative impunity, without being, you know, messed with quite so much. If he tries to do it now and Trump wins, or it gives him the favor, makes people want to vote for him, you know, then he's in trouble, because, you know, and so he's just waiting. And that's what I think. I think as soon as Trump loses, then the plan to put him in jail goes into effect. So we'll see what happens. Gee whiz. Alright, so the couple drowning. Okay, so here's, I don't know if you've noticed this, but I go swimming to train because I just like to participate in things out on the ocean, right? Like, you need to be aware of the dangers, okay? You need to prepare. The ocean is no ordinary playing ground, right? It's a very dangerous place potentially. You need to respect it as such, right? You need to get your snorkel equipment and practice with it in a swimming pool first. You need to train in your swimming ability to make sure that you can save yourself. You also need to practice just turning on your back and floating, because the salt water will float you if you don't move a muscle. But unfortunately, this nice couple just died here. They drowned. They were unfamiliar with their mask and snorkel. They, just didn't know. They went into an area they shouldn't have. There are places that are super protected. Anyway, I just hate to see people die here on vacation. It's no way to spend your vacation. And sometimes it's avoidable. And I think these people, if they'd expressed a little more caution, if they'd prepared for their experience. But also, listen, if you're a pregnant lady, don't go snorkeling in the ocean. Just wait. Fuck. My God, you got a lot to protect. Just chill out. Swim in a pool. You don't have to go out, unless you're in a really protected, and there are some really protected places, and where they went is scary for me. Like, it's some sharky place. South Wailea, South Wailea, South Kihei and beyond, La Perouse Bay. That's some sharky shit, man. It gets deep right out there. There've been incidents out there. So anyway, that's, be careful. Don't come to Maui expecting to just plop in anywhere and snorkel carefree. That's the ocean. That shit kills people all the time. That's why I train in a pool, just so I can go paddle around, knowing that I just, shit could go wrong. I might need to swim 3 miles home someday, right? And I want to be ready. And so, do your best. And don't be a first-time snorkel. I'm just going to go in the ocean. Spend a bunch of time at least in your hotel pool practicing, or in some very protected place. Here we have public pools. Okay, we got public free pools. You can go practice there. So anyway, I don't want to see anybody get hurt again. It's a tragedy, but it was avoidable, whether it be by their own preparation or just not going in the ocean in that place at that time. Right? Like, oh my God, so sad, so sad. So let their tragedy be your warning, and let's hope that nobody ever dies snorkeling here. I've saved 2 people's lives that were just out beyond their capacity, and they had their spouse or loved one screaming bloody murder for somebody to save their loved one, right? And because I can swim, I swam over. Because I used to play water polo, you can't drown me. So I'm no lifeguard. I don't have any skills per se, but so all right. So we talked about that. Trump stock. How about that? So this is a good time to talk about a way to make money in the stock market where you bet on a stock to go down, and I told you it's gonna go to it's not even worth $1 a share. It's still floating around at $15 a share, and it's not even worth nearly any of that. And it's just come down from almost $100 a share to $15. And anyone dumb enough to trust in him and believe in him and want to buy his stock and think he's a smart businessman, oh my God. So, but yeah, what's been happening is the smart businessmen have been betting against all Trump supporters that bought that stock, and they're getting rich. Because what you do is, if you sell something short, what you do is you borrow someone's shares and you sell it at 80. And then as it drops, you make all the opposite money. So if you sold it at 80 and you buy it back at 15, you get the difference, and it's $15 a share now, right? And that's what the smart guys saw coming a long way away. And now that he's just about to be able to sell his own shares, he's saying he's not going to do it. Of course he is. And his partners are selling their shares. And it's just going to be a fire sale. It's going to be ugly. So, interesting. Anyway, but easy to see coming. That stock is not even worth $1. Unbelievable. Anyway, there's a lot of, if you're looking for bad investment, risky ideas in the stock market, there's lots of them. I've taken a few, and like like I bought 1,000 shares of this company it's an ETF in magic mushrooms, basically. And it went from $1 a share to like 80 cents a share. But luckily, so I lost $200. But for now, but it's just interesting, and I had to do it. Nevertheless, there's other and better bad investments than DJT, douchebag, jackass, train wreck, the trader. Holy shit. So, plantar fasciitis, if I may remind you, if you don't know this yet. If you're not using good arch support, you will eventually experience excruciating pain. So go get yourself a heel cut plantar fasciitis insole, or put an insole in any and all your shoes, and avoid the pain and the agony of plantar fasciitis. Alright? It's because I love you. I'll tell you this. You will eventually learn these lessons the hard way, and I don't want you to. So yeah, Tyreek Hill, that was scary. You know what really bothers me, like most of you, is any of this civil forfeiture. We need to vote for candidates that are going to promise to fight against civil forfeiture. I don't care if a freaking 1 out of 20 people get away with money that was from ill-gotten gains. I don't care, as long as the 19 other people don't have their money stolen. $6 billion a year is taken from us Americans because if you try to travel with more than $5,000 cash, they'll just steal your fucking money from you. When I travel, I make sure I only carry $4,000 in cash and no more, right? Because I like to use cash. And it is just the saddest thing ever. Meanwhile, you could carry your ATM card with you, which you can go take out $10,000, $20,000 cash anywhere you go. So why would it be okay to bring your card that you could take $20, $30, $40, $50,000 out on, but not carry that money on and off a plane, right? Because you know what? And then their argument is, well, any normal person puts it in the bank, but you can't trust banks, okay? You can't always trust. How do we know that? Well, there's lots of examples, but let's look at Texas. When they started going, oh, we're doing automatic withdrawals for your electricity bill, and this month your electricity bill is $12,000, so we're just going to automatically withdraw that from your, so your bank accounts aren't safe. That's just one example. So it's often smart, not to trust a bank, to keep your money in cash, and to be smart about that too. And that's, anyway, so, and that's sad that we have to think that way, that the banks aren't safe, that we're not safe on the road with money in our. There was a case when I first got here, $25,000 was seized by somebody traveling with that in a suitcase, and their local law enforcement near Maui took that from them, and never gave it back to them. And and any and every police force can just put that right into their local budget. They don't get asked no questions. It's just wrong, and there is not one American that likes that shit. All right, I'll tell you that. If I run for office, fight against that. Anyway, let's see here. Oh my God, it's so sad. Kamala wiped the floor with Trump's ass in that debate, and these snowflakes. I mean, they're so sad. It's just so sad. And the people that are doubling down and tripling down on all their stupidity, following fucking orange Lucifer, right? They're following the Antichrist. They're claiming to be doing this for the sake of good. They're pro-death. They call themselves pro-life. It's, So, Ted Cruz is in a dead heat. What's her name? Liz Cheney just endorsed him. That's hella cool. Liz, becomes more attractive every day. Oh my God, but these people that think that there was once a golden era for the conservatives, they never saved anything. They blew the budget out every time. They never did what they said they would do. They were always corrupt. And I grew up a Republican, so I know, because I started out believing all the lies, and then I watched the lies unfold. So, yeah, there was no golden time. We need a Republican Party that agrees that we need safety for our children. We don't need military guns on the streets. Everyone agrees on that. Women deserve equal rights and fair treatment. All people deserve fair rights, equal rights, fair treatment, voting rights. We need to protect our clean air and clean water. That is all agreed upon by everybody. The only thing we don't agree on is, unless you're a psycho religious fanatic, is maybe foreign policy, right? And that should be the only thing that separates Republicans and Democrats. Makes no sense, right? Everything they do is just like dumber than shit. Like, if you could choose some perspective that makes no sense, that's the perspective they choose. And so, yeah, they don't really meet the bar with common sense, and that's how they fuck up. And that's why they're gonna, hopefully, I pray to God Republicans lose this next election. They really need to. That's why I'll be voting for sure, to make sure that they don't win and that Kamala does, right? George is trying to implement, they got these corrupt Republicans trying to fuck with every aspect of the elections, including forcing a hand count, right? Anyway, so that's what just happened, if you haven't heard about that. I hate cats. And Taylor Swift says J.D. Vance and Donald Trump together. They hate cats. Childless cat mothers. And I think they hate childless cats as well. I've been going around. I fashion myself as a lady of childless cats. So I've been going around telling all the childless cats that they're okay cats too. Because, you know, they're not bad cats because they haven't had lots of litters. You know, they're good cats too. So, yes, you can see me as a lady of childless cats. No. Or as a childless cat lady. I support you. I am one of you. You know, I'm in solidarity with childless cat ladies. Oh, and how I just love it how they're really stupid people. They reveal themselves every time they show that they can't say the word Kamala. Imagine being so stupid. Your IQ is so low, you can't say the word Kamala, right? Or you choose not to just because you want to be an insulting piece of fucking shit. A traitor, right? Ah, good woman she is. Oh, and guys, seriously. There's got to be no greater place for a single man than at a Kamala Harris rally. You are going to be outnumbered by beautiful women everywhere who are probably smarter than you, maybe make more money than you, and would like to have your children. So get your eyes off your phone, look up, look around, find the women without rings on their fingers at these Kamala Harris rallies, and you ladies, you need to find yourself one of these men who are voting to protect your rights, and thank him by nailing him safely with a condom. But take a man home from a Kamala Harris rally. Make that a thing. You want to help her get into office and create more Democrat babies for a better future? Find yourself a single man at a Kamala Harris rally. If I was at one, I'd be looking around going, oh man, look at all these beautiful women. Man, I wish one of them would notice me. Anyway, so I bet there's men thinking like that. And if there aren't, man, get out there. Think like that. Get lucky. It's your patriotic duty. Go to a Kamala Harris rally. Get lucky. And ladies, it's your patriotic duty. Go to a Kamala Harris rally. Find that single man that is 40% of the population. See, you got to find your lady friends to vote. And you got to thank the mans out there that is voting for you and see if you can popularize that. I can't imagine a better way. Anyway, I know. dare I talk about things like that. Oh shit, the crazy Laura Loomer. Oh. Oh god. Anyway, so funny. Yeah, I don't even want to talk about that big lady. All right. Well, I think I've just gone on and on quite enough now. Oh, Puff Daddy, holy shit. So there's a few things here. Sorry. First of all, can you imagine Matt Gaetz at a Puff Daddy party? Pretty easy, kind of funny. But so no one in the press has said this yet, but it begs the question: if you go to jail for gang raping men, how will you be treated in jail? Any differently? It's just like those traitors, those January 6th traitors. If you're a traitor to your country, when you go to jail, how do you get treated? I don't know. I always wondered. I never did hear a story about that. Like, was it better, worse, whatever? And then, but now for Puff Daddy, when you're famous for gang raping men that you've knocked the fuck out, and then of course there's all those tapes, all those people, maybe Matt Gaetz, who knows? We don't know. Politicians, actors, and then the victims, right? What if the victims are politicians or actors or athletes or musicians? Will we find out? Who knows? Anyway, it's all very crazy and a little bit fascinating, you know, in a really ugly way. But can I just say this? I did not want to think about any of this. I did not want to imagine all the things. It's like, okay, open mic stand-up comedy, okay? Like the other night, after I went, one guy talked about his, being in a certain kind of relationship and the fucking, and then another guy was talking about how no one wanted to fuck him, and it was just a lot of kind of, I don't know, ugly humor. I don't need to imagine comedians having sex when I go to a comedy show or masturbating. That's my one criticism of Rodney Dangerfield. I did not need Rodney Dangerfield to do masturbation jokes. I do not need to imagine Rodney Dangerfield masturbating, and he did just enough of those that I did not need to hear. All the rest of his jokes I liked, but those were just like, bro, you don't need to go there. And where was I with this conversation? Sorry, I've been drinking a little bit. I should confess, I started drinking a little bit once I started back into school. Stress, the pressure. Oh God, I started drinking the strongest, blackest coffee ever again. So I'll get back to trying to quit those things. I don't do much of drinking. I only drink one or two beer, alcoholic. But yeah, so what the fuck was I talking about? Sorry. I'll watch this later and be like, oh, come on, Craig, come back around to your point. I'm doing the weave. See, that's what I'm doing here. It's because I'm a genius that I forget my place. It's just the weave, see? I'm just doing all... Anyway, if you haven't seen, that's what Trump said recently, because he's not very smart. Shit. What is the old association? Anyway, alright, so let's go cook some food. I'll figure out where I was eventually, you know what I mean? I got some ahi belly, and that's interesting. I'm in school again, and one of the nice kids was talking about his life, and how, like, he suddenly was thrust into this position at, like, the age of 16, 17, I think he's 18, of taking care of his 4 siblings, and he didn't know how to cook, and he's cooking for him, and he's watching YouTube videos on how to cook, and I was thinking, oh shit, bro, you gotta watch my channel. teach you how to cook. Anyway, but the truth is, like, you just gotta lose your fear of cooking and applying heat to food that you like, and you gotta give yourself a green light on experimentation. But God damn, I was so close. I can't believe I lost my place in that conversation. It's the trouble with talking to a darn telephone. Although I'm getting better at it, it's its own challenge. Talking to a not person. But oh, and then that open mic, that comedy I did recently. It's funny. So I was in a gay bar. I never thought about it, but I did all these hetero jokes. It didn't really land perfectly, right? Because, you know, Kamala's the president I like to fool around with. You know, that's not really the perfect joke for like a gay bar. You know, like I should do more dick and ball jokes, which I have. You know, so next time I'm gonna contemplate my set more. I did that joke about calling my friend while I happened to be naked and saying, he said, "What are you doing?" I said, "Oh, I'm just standing here naked thinking of you," right? And then he's like, "Oh, that's gross." Yeah, that's a heterosexual leaning joke, right? And so, like 50% of the crowd in there were a bunch of gay men, so that didn't land perfectly either. And that makes sense in retrospect, but I just didn't really, I wasn't smart enough to figure that out on the spot. So, you know, what I used to like to do is just write all my joke sets or whatever, just create them on the spot about 5 minutes before I go up. But from now on, I think I might actually start to try to think them through. You know, like coordinate them a little better and try to make them a little more seamless and cherry. So, yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, and then another thing, right? Like I'm no J.D. Vance apologist, okay? Obviously, but I mean, between the ages of like 12 and 17, like a whole lot of guys have had sex with a couch, or a bed, or a sock, or whatever they get their hands on, or they were rubbing up against their girlfriend's leg. So that's the funny thing, you know, you see that and you're like, yeah, that's just terrible, I guess. But then you're like, but every guy had sex with a couch. So, I mean, is he so wrong? Anyway, but it is a fun way to make fun of him, and I do enjoy all the efforts being done to make fun of him on that subject. But not to defend him, but it's probably a little more common than you realize. Shoots. Life is good, I tell you what. Looking forward to doing a bunch of photography and hoping to get my brains out of the clouds so I can learn Adobe products, because I got them things here to learn and I needs to. But also I learned about a few other open mic comedy nights, so I might start going to those. But there's this weird click, like right after I went, because and then this lady I had hold my camera, she happened to be a black lady from Atlanta, and then the leader of the local clique of comedians, he came up after that and he's like putting me down saying, "I've never seen anybody," you know, because the black lady was white, and he's like, "I've never seen anybody filming a show and shaking their head at the same time," you know. But that's probably because I said the Kamala joke, you know, she's the president I like to fool around with, and so on. So, but anyway, but he took the opportunity to take a dig on me. And then the next guy that he introduced to was some guy from the mainland who's here, who's like a paid comedian who has a real show coming up. I'm just going to give you a little bit of his amazing comedy. And he went up there and he was just yelling a lot, like Joe Rogan. Oh, Let's get back to Joe Rogan. But anyway, a lot of yelling. And then he made fun of me too somehow. I'm trying to remember how. I forget. But that's fine. I don't care. And so on. So, good times. And I'm going to start trying to do foundational sets. I just had this idea, like, because I want to separate my subject matter into different groups and then try to start building, like, how many minutes of each subject could I get out of this group, and do I need to add that group to this group to get a whole 45 minutes to an hour, you know what I mean? And now I have a whole new subject matter, which is going to school, young people, photography classes, whatever, the things that surround that, you know. So, I've got one new little joke, but anyway, so, but holy shit. Crazy world, man. We've got a lot of crazy news. Oh, so imagine, like, all the people that were infatuated with Taylor Swift, right? Like, maybe on an unhealthy level, right? Let's say they were, like, hypothetically speaking, you know, let's say we can just imagine, like, 10 stalkers hanging outside her property, you know, just stalking her because they're crazy and they love her so much. Okay. And then they see Donald Trump send out the message, I hate Taylor Swift. Like, do those guys go, oh, like a robot, like redirected? Are they like, oh, are they leaving her driveway and now going out on a mission to find Donald Trump? Anyway, you gotta wonder. It's a crazy world, and what a dumb thing to do. Holy shit, what a weird thing to do. Like a child. I hate Taylor Swift. I don't like her. Anyway, holy shit. Just the dumbest of the dumb. So, yeah, expect Trump stock to keep going down. I bet it goes down. I mean, it's just gonna keep. It's worthless. The company's worthless. It makes no money. It loses money every year. It's never gonna make any money. And pretty soon Donald Trump's not gonna be alive anymore. And how valuable will it be then? And he will be, even though he's saying he won't be. He's gonna be trying to sell his shares, guarantee it. A little bit at a time, all the time. Try to get any money he can out of it before it goes to $1 a share, right? He has a million shares, so if it's $10 a share, that's worth $1 billion, right? So if it goes down to $1 a share, that's just, wait, is that right? Yeah. Wait, no, it's 10. Anyway, right at $15 a share, he's got 120 million shares. It's more than $1 billion, but with 120 million shares, if it drops to $1, then it'll be worth $120 million, which is the least amount it might possibly work. And there's speculation in the Midas Touch legal AF community that he's gonna borrow against it as soon as he can. But his the original partners they just converted their stock from Class B to Class A so they could sell it, and I think they're going to liquidate and get out as soon as they can, because it's the smartest thing you could do, get anything out of this before everyone with any shares is left sitting with nothing in their hands, roughly speaking. And that is, of course, what's going to happen. It's just come down from, $75 a share to $15 a share. How about all those smart Trump supporters that were like, yeah, I'm going to get in the stock market. Oh, and now they're just, you poor people, you could be leaving your money to your grandkids or your niece or your nephew or your cousins or give it to your sister, but no, you just throw it away at Donald Trump. Makes no sense. Anyway, yeah, baby, this is the all good news. All right. Oh, excuse me. Wasn't exactly sure how much of the frame I was in, so I tried to get right up in there. And that's the other thing, I don't have a normal chair, I just have this chair with no back support, which is fine, I'm not complaining about it, but I see all these other people all on YouTube sitting at an upright chair, and I feel like I should be doing the same thing too. Alright, you ready? We're gonna cook some food. I got a bunch of food. I haven't done any prep work. We're gonna, here's what we're gonna do. Get some ahi belly. We're gonna put a little shoyu out of it, out of a packet. Open some packets, use those up. And who knows, maybe a little oregano. Oregano is an antibiotic. And then seaweed on top. I'm gonna flip it. And put it on its belly side, and then slow cook that for a while. And we're gonna put seaweed on that side, on the other side too, and season it a little bit and slow cook it from the bottom up, from the ahi belly side, from the fatty side up. Break down some of that. It's a little bit more firm, so we'll break that down and let those flavors, come out. And then we're gonna saute up a whole bunch of killer veggies, super yummy, healthy stuff. What do we got going? Maybe no. Bok choy, red onion. I got some fermenting things I want to show you. That's gonna be exciting. We got a green light from all the doctors for all the subjects, whatever it is. Fermented foods are cool in every scenario, right? Probiotic, they have little to no calories, or no fat, very few calories, and super healthy. So, but I got my own take on that. Now that I'm consuming that stuff, of course I'm getting creative with it. So I'll show you that, and then pretty soon I will stop talking because I'll be just so infatuated with the food I'm cooking. All up to the point when I eat it. And then I won't talk much after that because all I want to do is take a nap. So that's the trouble, being a good cook, So, gee whiz, heck, son of a gun, my goodness. I think that's some of it. Oh, let's not forget this. Another Hippocratic, or the guy that's a total, just so much hypocrisy. Dark Soul Mark Robinson, running for mayor or governor of North Carolina. Yeah. Holy shit, the black Nazi, right? Like, everyone accuses Justice Uncle Thomas of being a black Klansman, and Tim Scott of being a black Klansman, and all the rest of the gentlemen who happen to be black in the Republican Party are crazy, because these are the people aligned with the Nazis and the Klan. Klan supports Trump. I mean, it's crazy. Why would anyway? So that's who this, and then all this perverted shit. And then of course he pontificates because he knows what morals are, and who has morals and who hasn't. Meanwhile, he's following Orange Lucifer. He's a anti-nationalist, fucking supporting the freaking Antichrist. Anyway, I'm using my voice, and I'm gonna go out on Monday, Tuesday, and make sure I'm all squared away with my registration to vote. I'm registered to vote. It's just I don't know about my address, considering the aftermath of the fire. Also, I don't know if I mentioned this. I heard that you can go for unemployment again. So, man, I hope so. That would be really great. Meanwhile, Puff Daddy. So, once again, if I may say, there's a real good reason for why you should do no harm and do no crime. Right? Do you value a refrigerator, a kitchen, a bathroom, a private bathroom. You don't have to take a poop without someone watching you. Not being assaulted. Do you enjoy not being assaulted? Do you enjoy being able to freedom, being able to walk out the front door and go somewhere? Do you enjoy a couch or a chair? Oh my God. Do you enjoy a bed? 3 pillows, one between your knees, one to cuddle, and one under your head, with a fan right on you. Man, that is just a beautiful experience. Do you enjoy any of these things? A lazy boy, a big screen TV. Do you have an Xbox? Do you play video games? Do you enjoy any of that? Because if you do no harm, do no crime, and you won't be thrown in jail and lose all that shit. Puff Daddy, you could have just lived a straight life having all that money. And all the other shit. It seems like all the guys doing most of the crimes, if they're not 17 to 24, they're 52, 54 years old, 56 years old. Some just idiot who could have lived his life on a lazy boy, but instead he puts himself in a prison cell on a concrete slab with just a little bit of padding. I mean, don't do that to yourself. Stop doing harm and crime. Just enjoy doing less, and make the world a better place. All right, here we go. Are you ready? Here we go. So fun, so excited. I'm starting to get hungry, and I have alcohol over there. So I drink alcohol. What time is it? 8:01. Shit. All right, I gotta whip this out, because if I can get this done by 8:30, I can still go for a swim downstairs and practice swimming in case I go in the ocean, in case I go snorkeling. And if I go snorkeling, I'm going to get my snorkel gear and go in the pool, and I'm going to practice like you should. Listen to me. You don't want to die when you come to Maui. Listen to me. Swim, find a pool. Swim some laps before you come to Maui. Practice with your snorkel gear. If you get your snorkel gear once you get here, after you've been swimming laps at home, practice in your pool. Also, maybe bring flotation devices, right? I'm assuming they didn't even have, a noodle. Or maybe a noodle would have protected their life. Also, if you didn't know it, if you could find a calm place in the ocean to enter, practice lying on your back, okay? Because the water will support you. You don't actually even have to move. Like, it's crazy that you could drown in water that will just float you. But I get it. You panic, you've got this going on, you take in a mouthful of water, you can't rectify the situation. Same thing happens to the person you're with. One of you tugs on the other one down. I mean, it can be a nightmare. So, but yeah, heed my advice. Know your place. Swim in the pool. Don't die. And if you're 4-year-olds, don't let your 4-year-old swim in the pool without you being right there in the pool with them. A 4-year-old drowned here last year or so ago. Because the parents were drinking while their 4-year-olds in the pool. And then right at the Westin. So sad, right? So, let's prevent tragedy by being smart. Watch your kids, know your limitations, practice swimming, practice snorkeling. The ocean is no joke. If you have a lake or a stream where you live, a pool, work with that shit. God damn, we don't need any more deaths. All right? So, let's go in the kitchen. Oh, is this thing still working? Yes, it is. All right, let's look at me. Because I'm not entirely proud of how clean. It's clean. It's just a little cluttery, and I gotta work on that. But now that I dropped 2 classes, life is good. Let's see here. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Oh, there. It's a little crooked, but this thing. Anyway, it's fine enough for now. We're gonna put it on the food here soon. Welcome to my kitchen. So let me show you something I'm having fun with. Sorry, it's a little crooked. Here we go. Let's see. There we go. Okay. More people can see me on the one eye over dirt. Anyway, all right. Well, we'll get it straight in a second. All right. So I took garlic cloves and I'm fermenting them in balsamic with a little oregano, Himalayan sea salt, and red wine vinegar. So that's exciting. I'm getting excited. Now over here, this is exciting. Here, let's get straight here. Because it's kind of new, you know, like getting the green light on fermented foods. If you haven't heard, they are good for everything. So this is Kalamata olives. But check it out. Look what I did. Look what I did. Can you see? This thing is not perfect, but anyway. So I put dill pickles in with the Kalamata olives. So these are dill pickles that taste like olives. Oh my God. So good. So I'm having fun experimenting with fermented foods. Case in point, we got carrots. That's a Brussels sprout. I put mushrooms in here. Got some ginger, garlic. Shit's so good. And I'm just having a good time. I haven't even gotten into my sauerkraut, my kimchi, but I'm down with all the fermented foods, right? Because they're good for you. They're probiotic. Oh, that's good. And then look, got a garlic clove in there. All right. It is just mesmerizing food. All right, let's see here. Can I get this thing straight? Well, good enough. Shazam. Let's get down on it. Get down on it. All right. James Brown style. All right. Here's what we got. We got some bok choy. Booyah. Shazam. Pow. All right. What's next? We got some beautiful mushrooms to work with. Some mycelium with its miracle properties. And then we got some tomatoes. We'll set those aside for now. What else? Oh yeah. Broccoli coleslaw. Gotta love that stuff. Red onion. Shazam. Pow. All right. And we got other things, but star of the show. Here we go. Look, $7. 3 big tacos. Ahi belly. All right. Let's get the ahi belly going. Now, soon, I'm going to invest in a pan or two. So one thing I haven't wanted to purchase or haven't purchased is a pan, a good pan or two. But okay, so let's just bam. See, that's the skin side, the belly side. So what we're gonna do is have a little fun with that side. That's what we're gonna do. Having fun. All right. Where is? Let's put a little oregano on that. You know why? Because it's a natural antibiotic. Isn't that exciting? Foods that keep you from getting sick. Of course, we've got a lot of omega-3s going on here. A little bit of Himalayan sea salt. Sure, why not? All right, that's a good time. Where's my little packets? Oh, shit, sorry. Grab this out of here, okay. All right. That's, okay, that's solid. All right, let's take one of these little buggers right here. What's that? Oh, a little packet. We'll show you. Couple of those. All right, good times. Maybe one more of those. All right, we'll show you. All right, we say we put a little balsamic. Yeah, a little balsamic. That looks pretty good, doesn't it? Totally. All right, what we doing? We're making it up as we go. All right, and then what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. Some of this here, right here. Let's go. Lay that down right here like that. All right. Back. Okay. And then we'll just lay that down like that. Because that will end up sticking right to it. So that's going to be a little seaweed layer. It's going to be awesome. All right. Good times. What's going on here? All right, well, let's get that started. And pull up the next one. All right, so that's this one right here. Turn it on. Get that sauteing. I want to turn it down. Oh, let's get a little coconut oil in there. So medium chain triglycerides. All right, all right. All right, where's... Okay. All right, good times. Let's get this going right here. I said, what up? I said, what up? All right, let's do this. All right. Let's get back on that coconut oil. There you go. Let's get down with that oregano. All right. So good. All right. All right, that's what we're cooking here. That's what we're cooking. Where'd that one knife go? That's very nice. Okay. All right. Boom. All right, we are having a good time now. One thing about bok choy, you're gonna find dirt. Tell you what, you're gonna find dirt. So you want to get all the dirt, right? Because there'll be dirt right in here, like that right there. There's some dirt. Over there. So we'll wash that one more time. Okay. We got the dirt. Okay. If I only could speak and do this at the same time, it'd be a miracle. Where is the guy? There it is. Oh, come on now. There. Jesus. What's going on here? Maybe a little more of that. Let's throw a tomato in there. These are locally grown. All right, good times. Oh, let's turn that down, let's turn that down. golly. So much fun. Oh my goodness. Let's put some more of these. Oh my goodness. Does it get any better than this, folks? Gee whiz, heck, cheers to you. Cheers. Oh, and this is interesting, right? Flying Embers, one of you taught me this, is out of the ashes in Ojai, California. Now, Ojai is a special place. I did a 30-minute video walking through one of the greatest parks in the United States of America, which is there. It is where the first tennis tournament in the United States of America that ever happened was held, and it has continued since, and almost every famous tennis player you've ever heard of has played there and typically won. You know, whether it's Tracy Austin or Jack Kramer or Stan Smith or you name it. Chrissy Everett, Martina Navratilova, Pete Sampras. That's Ojai, anyway, in case you didn't know. All right, let's move. Let's turn the back one off. And let's move this bugger up here. Those veggies are looking pretty perfect. Okay, so what we're gonna do here? Let's hit that. You know what I mean? Let's hit it. Where'd I go? Here it is. I'm about due for some new balsamic vinegar. All right, here we go. Now I reckon, I might be wrong, But they say those fatty fishes like ahi are the one that has all the omega-3s, okay? Now, I don't know if I'm wrong about this, but I think that might mean that there's more omega-3s in this. Oh, before I do that, watch this. That's right. Pick it up. Throw it down. Look at that. We got a nice nori crust on that bad boy. All right, now let's get another couple of these bad boys. How many we got left? All right, we'll go like this. Okay, see that? A little seaweed crust there. And then we'll do that one more time. Cherry. All right. Now we have nori. Nori crusted. Ahi belly. All three of these pieces together, they cost $7. Gotta love that. I do like that. Makes me happy. So we got cruciferous vegetables right here, right here. And we got this little kicker, the crunch. Broccoli coleslaw, I could throw that in there too. So, right here, what's this right here? This is a cruciferous vegetable. There are medium chain triglycerides in that coconut oil and in the goat cheese I'm going to use here moving forward. We're just going to let that slow simmer and cook on the pan. Let that heat do its thing. I don't know if I'm going to make the pool. All right. All right. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my goodness. Can you see what I'm seeing? By golly, you can. That is cool. That is cool. Oh, you know what? Look at this, look at this. Oh. There we go. We got a little extra light. All right, good times. Maybe throw a few olives in there, huh? Why not? Oh. And one of these olive flavored garlics. All right. I'd say we're having a good time now. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Take some of these juices. Pour them over the fish. All right, so much fun. Okay, so now, what do we do? What do we do? you know what? Let's take it up a notch. Let's turn it up to 11. Oh yeah. Whole bunch of seaweed. Let's just go heavy on that. It's all just gonna melt into the dish anyway. Alright, so much fun. Oh my god, are we having fun? I reckon we are. I reckon. Okay. Now what we're gonna do here is just toss it like a salad. Oh, I wish I could unhear all that information about P. Diddy. I don't need to visualize any of that shit. Holy crap. That's some crazy, ugly, crazy stuff. Alright, well that's a good time. Okay. Let's see. Let's take this and put it in here. All right, that's fun. Tell you what, gee whiz, look at that. Yummy. See that? All right, we're gonna set that like over here. Maybe you can still see it, which is exciting. Okay. Alrighty then. Heat on there. All right, we're gonna have so much. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Sorry. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should plug this in. Okay. Okay, let's let that dry out. Let's put just a dash. Where'd it go? There it is. Just a dash, maybe, you know, just for fun. All right, and then we're gonna get these here tortillas. Let's get this tortilla. I'm gonna break these up just to make it easier to eat. But you can just put it right in there. Maybe I'll just put it right in there, just for effect. Yeah, that's what I'll do. All right. Good times. We are building a taco here. Cheers to you, everybody. Cheers. Now, like I've explained, there's a couple things out there that seem to reoccur over and over in all the recommendations for a healthy diet. Omega-3s, cruciferous vegetables, and medium chain triglycerides. And all three of those things are all over this meal, all over the place. The fish and the seaweed have the omega-3s. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. Let's hope that doesn't stick. Yeah, it's starting to stick. God dang it. Heck, son of a gun. Darn it. Okay. We just got to take it out of there. Okay. Well, we got it out. That's important. What we'll do now... Let's just... We'll melt a little goat cheese right on there. All right, here we go. See that bugger? Oh, yeah. All right. Laying down a little crunch just right away. And then we're just going to go for it. Check this out. Good times. Ahi belly. Boom. And then, of course, for good measure. Oh my God. Oh my God. So good. Let's see here. Now this is a weird thing. I was telling my friend earlier that I recently watched a video of people eating. And I was like, oh, I guess there is something sort of, oh, there we go. There's something sort of enjoyable about watching people eat. But if you didn't see this taco, it's really big, so there's no way I'm gonna be able to eat this thing without making a huge mess, which makes me a little self-conscious. But nevertheless, I mean, look at this thing. My God, look at this thing. Oh shit. Oh my God. Ugh, just. It don't get much better than that. So I'm gonna hit that. Rather pick it up, of course. Oh, so great. This food is so good. It's my problem, man. I'm too good of a cook for my own good. I mean, oh my God. So good. And and so good for me. Or you, if you're cooking something like this. Mmm. You gotta love how the fish in this taco costs $2. Right? And, you know, whatever the other costs are, it's a pretty affordable meal. It's probably under $4 for that whole taco. Oh my God. Oh my God. Like, I wish you could taste this. Seriously. Mm. Mm. And it has all the stuff. So sulforaphane, omega-3s, medium chain triglycerides. There was just no way I was gonna be able to do this politely. Holy crap, look at that. Oh, still so good. Look at that thing. So good. All right. Wow. Well, just wish I was cooking for you too. All right, well, there you have it. Oh my God. Now, here's the problem. I'm gonna eat 3 more of those probably. Oh. Anyway, I gotta sit down, man. Gee whiz. All right, well. Oh, and check it out. This is a little painting I made. I was looking at my aunt's painting and I was trying to get inspiration. So I made this little painting right here using this as my inspiration. So that's the first time I've ever tried to paint anything. I know I can't paint faces and landscapes, so I'm just going to stick to lines, dots, rectangles, squares, triangles, and circles. Oh, I'll tell you what. Oh, all right. So I realized this background behind me, probably a pretty good one. Let's see if I move this table right here, I can just finish up. Anyway, oh, let's see here. Can I move it this way? There we go. Yeah, I figure this grid pattern right behind me here is a pretty good backdrop. I often study backdrops. I don't know about you, but I'm fascinated by all the backdrops people preconceive for you to see behind them. And sometimes no backdrop at all. Sometimes it's just white. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the sunset, the subject matter. I hope you all vote. Get your lady friends out there to vote. Tell them to get their lady friends out there to vote. It's our best chance. Thank God for all these states that have abortion on the ballot, because women are going to rise up and take America back. Thank God from these psycho Luciferians, these followers of the Antichrist. And yeah, shoots. remember, if you want to have a good life, there's 6 things you've got to avoid: snorting anything, taking pills, getting drunk and driving, getting drunk in general, maybe. Gambling will fuck your life up. Hanging out with violent people will ruin your life. They will eventually turn on you. And getting in the wrong relationships. We've seen people kill themselves, kill others, all because they got in the wrong relationships, most likely, you could say. So try to avoid that. And don't become any of that carnage. And gee whiz, by default, you'll probably have a pretty good life. But, furthermore, do no harm, do no crime. Thanks for watching All Good Things in All Good Time. Alright, now I'm going to do about a whole bunch of my grandpa's home movies in a row. My teacher's going to let me use that in class to tell a story, which would be good because I don't have all the skills I need to have to do the other things, like make PowerPoint presentations, which I got to get over that hump soon. There's a whole bunch of different ways you can do that. Just do a series of slideshow. I know that's super common and super easy, but I've just never really done it or engaged in it, so I need to figure that out. But in this case, I don't, because she's just going to let me click through YouTube videos live in class on a big screen. So I'm just going to start posting from like his oldest one all the way up to like when Kodachrome was invented for the purpose of showing off my grandfather's oldest work, which is really interesting considering the history of photography. So that's what's coming up, in addition to all this other kind of content that lives in my head that I have not shown you yet, that you hopefully will see soon. Alright, love you guys. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Aloha. Let's see here. Boom.